Content Catchup.
Hello, everyone. Friends and enemies, welcome back to another special episode of this podcast. It is special because Jules is finally engaged. I thought I'd just throw something out here. Do you want to...
Me?
Yeah. Recent engagement? Nah, I just thought it'd be funny if I threw something random at you, but you didn't really make it a moment. So anyway, episode 29. Bloody hell. Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? That's why that intro seemed to drag on for about 4 minutes.
I think it was pretty good. But how are you? How's your week? Talk to us. 3 positives. Get stuck into
3 positives. Let's talk 3 positives. My first positive is actually a negative because I was at a tier 2 exposure site during the week and don't have COVID, which is a great thing. I think that's a positive thing.
That's the best positive.
Early shout out to all the people doing testing in labs and all that shit out there because God, they must be like copping it at the moment. But if you are feeling sick, just go and get tested.
Yeah,
that's all. It takes 2 seconds. Second positive, PB on my 10K again today with old
Do you want to share
JS.
Do you want to share it?
Yeah, it hit a
don't have to.
46:35.
I don't know. I don't know if that's
46
good.
minutes, 35 seconds,
okay.
About 4:30-ish K, which is about like, I think 3 seconds faster than my last one.
Do we need to dial in Casey to see what sprinters run?
Well, that's not fair. They're professional athletes.
Yeah, it's fair enough. You're doing well. Looking great, Jules. On to your
third. Father's Day this weekend. And I made my dad some lovely cookies.
Did you? What type of cookies? Duncan? Duncan.
Shouts Duncan. He's not listening. He's selling shit on Facebook Marketplace. He's probably selling the cookies on Marketplace.
That's a smart man.
I've got a funny my dad story later if we've got time. Remind me.
Okay.
They're just choc chip cookies. Just plain and simple. My dad's not a very palate man. Just you know.
Simple is fine. I'm very simple. You're simple as well.
Tell us your 3 positives, Sparks.
Well, onto your shout out my dad. Darren dropped him some Bundy, his favourite Bundaberg rum, and some chockies to go with that. So happy Father's Day, Dad. First one.
What chockies? Tell us about the chockies.
I didn't choose them. Yeah, I didn't ask Darren that. Just standard chocolate, I guess. Bundy, he loves a Bundy, but first positive for me, footy last night, AFL, for those that watched it. Amazing game.
What a game.
Bit of a reminder that although things are shit, sport is not the be-all and end-all, but how good is it just to have something to talk about and enjoy? So, what do they say? Footy is the real winner there.
Yep. And the crowd in Brisbane was, I don't know if this is what the kids are still saying, but it was heaving.
Oh, heaving. It sounds like a gaming term.
Heaving, bud.
All right.
Very heaving.
Well, you keep up with that vocab, you youngster. Second one. So I got my mum into The Office, and I was just appreciating laughter. How good is comedy shows? So Office, any sort of show, it's good to invest yourself in and appreciate it.
Correct. And the old ones especially because they're reliable. Yeah. I feel like. Yeah. Although if you're not watching it yet, Ted Lasso. So I reckon I'll say it every week. So get onto it.
I want to watch that, but you need what is it? It's on Apple, isn't it? Apple TV.
Apple.
So 7-day free trial. I don't believe I'm going to get through it, and I'm too cheap to pay for it. So if anybody's listening has a free login, can you just pass it on?
Why don't you? What you should do is wait till the entire season 3 is out, because the episodes only go for like half an hour.
But 7 days, Jules.
Yeah. What else are you doing?
Oh, buddy, lots of hard work for the Carlton Footy Club. I'm a great worker.
Shut up, wanker. You are.
No, but and on The Office, I heard during the week. I don't know who told me this. There's rumors of a remake.
A reboot, yeah. I saw a bit of that.
I don't really know how I feel about that. I feel like it could ruin it, and it's gotten me.
I feel like any reboot like that should just be like a couple of episodes, just so like it wraps up where they are. Like what happened for a bit. It doesn't need to be a full blown like.
So it's like they're reuniting, or like
almost like a reunite.
Yeah, like the Friends did recently.
Yeah, but apparently that was shit. But anyway,
Yeah,
we're a sports content
yes, we are.
podcast, not a TV rewatch. Although there you go, there's an idea.
True, but anyway, stick to what we're doing. Third one is my house. I was appreciating my house, my setup. That's it. I can elaborate if you want.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that's it.
No, that's good. That's good. How's Keith? Keith all right?
Yeah, neighbour Keith is going all right. Saw him during the week. He's missing golf, though. He used to play a lot of golf, but lockdown's taken that away from him. But enough of that. Enough of the positives.
Enough of that. Enough of the positives. Now on to the negatives.
No, we're talking what we're seeing during the week. Did you see NFL? Oh, it's a college team, I think, of the old Bishop Sycamore.
Bishop Sycamore. Yes, I did see Bishop Sycamore.
Backstory to this, I don't know if I've got this right, but apparently they got an ESPN game, a game on ESPN, and there's rumors, I don't know if it's true or whatever, you might know more, but they're not a real NFL team, and they just, I don't know what they're doing, or they're just not a very good team.
I'm pretty sure they're actually like a real NCAA team. Oh no, sorry, they're like a real team, but they're not like qualified to play where they were playing.
So what?
If that makes sense.
And they were that bad that there were rumors out there that they're not a real team.
Either that or they're not a real school or something like that. It's something weird. Anyway, it's something very strange.
It was funny to see what was going on the internet because of this real or fake college NFL team, but it was just a reminder to me, Jules, of how important people that want to make it in the content space, like individuals, how important reactionary content is. And I found this humorous piece by one Andrew Hawkins. Now, I'm not sure, Andy, for sure, if you know him. I'm not sure if he's a known person, got a lot of followers, blue ticks, so he must be. But just the world we live in, that if you are smart, you're funny, and you sort of want to make a name for yourself, how important reactionary content is for you.
Yep.
So let's watch this funny piece. It's basically Andrew. He's tweeting, with all the controversy around the program, Bishop Sycamore. With all the controversy around the program, Bishop Sycamore's top prospect, Drew Dawkins, says he'll be entering the 2022 NFL draft. And he's done basically a hype reel for himself. So we'll give it a watch. We'll give the first 1 minute, but it's pretty funny.
My name is Drew Dawkins. My friends call me DK Metcalf. You can feel free to call me DK Metcalf. I am a wide receiver at Bishop Sycamore High School, and I am 15 years old.
15.
I am quite possibly the fastest prospect to ever enter the NFL draft. As it pertains to explosiveness, my friends call me Napalm.
It's a fake running in slow motion for me.
The real slow time.
I am a 6'4" wide receiver, and this is very real.
100% real.
Anyway, that's probably the main. It's not hilarious, but
I was voted.
Well, I found it pretty funny, but
all continents.
So is Andrew Hawkins like an NFL player?
I think
like he's already a professional player.
I don't know if he's a professional or like it says he's an actor. So I feel like he's one of those people, like, you know, the impersonators of, I don't know, like the NBA world again, where they impersonate people. It just reminded me of, like, I'm not gonna say this guy, this sort of thing will get someone known, but if you're trying to make a name for yourself in the content creation industry or as a creative, if you have a video that goes viral like this could very well make your name and get you like the next gig, or make a career out of it. So that's what I sort of why I wanted to bring it up, because it's funny, but it's also, I don't know, like a true reflection of what, like with his height, he's on pogo sticks, a true reflection of what you can actually make a name for yourself out of. And it's all about being reactionary and quick on making content. So that was just a bit of a fun example, not much of a talking point, unless you've got thoughts to that, but I just thought it was funny.
No, I love that. A bit of fun. Like,
exactly. And
it's a stupid situation, isn't it?
It is. And I don't know how quickly you turned that around, but good on you, Andy. That was the first bit. I've got something else down the line, but we'll go into what you saw during the week. But I just think it's an interesting one of what you sort of have to do if you are in that space of whether you want to be a comedian or a actor, whatever it might be. This is the kind of stuff that you've got to do.
Yeah, knowing having a plan as to what you want to do, but finding good ways to execute it quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, cool.
All
right, now, Barks, you and I both know how much we hate soccer. Not a sport.
I wouldn't say hate. Like, I was pretty good at FIFA 7 years ago.
7 years ago. No, I don't hate soccer. Don't hate soccer.
Yes.
But one of the few players that I do know, Cristiano Ronaldo, and one of the few teams I know, Manchester United, they are back together.
Did I just steal our run sheet? Sorry. That was meant to be your
you
content.
fucked it up, but I wasn't going to say anything.
I didn't realize that.
It's all right.
I didn't think I was talking a bit. Sorry, everyone.
No, it's okay. We just go with the flow here these days. Don't know why I bother. Anyway, Ronaldo is back at Manchester United. Now, not only does this tie into that ongoing theme we seem to have in our content with the dream returns. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Oh God, the panic in your eyes.
Sorry,
Great.
I nearly bloody threw my laptop off.
Whoa!
But I didn't. So go on.
So Ronaldo, I don't need to explain because I wouldn't be explaining it properly, but he was a champion of Manchester United, obviously went away and played in the European leagues and wherever else he played, made himself into one of the greatest players ever alive. And now he's back at Manchester United. Now, apparently there's some story they started a rumor that he was going to be signed by Manchester City, like his manager did. So Manchester United would pull their finger out of their ass and actually sign him.
And why would they not want to just sign one of the greatest of all time straight away?
Well, they wouldn't. I don't know. I just think that it then came down to like, we just don't want Manchester City to have him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so Ronaldo returns, and I think this is almost a lesson in not overcomplicating content when you don't have to.
Love it.
So this little clip that they put out, it's just titled "Run It Back," and it's just like a compilation of all his Guernseys from the years gone by. Have a look there. Just moments, like nothing major really. Like you're thinking it's Manchester United. Could have done like some really crazy shit, right?
There is some cool stuff going on there.
Cool edits.
Oh yeah, there's a big trend of I think I did it with one of our videos.
Photos.
Yeah, the photos.
Yeah. But like I said, nothing crazy, but it gets the point across, doesn't it? It's like a really tidy edit, and it builds that excitement where he belongs. What a cool like ending point to that as well. So that was one thing that they did. And then the other thing they did was the simplest, but like, honestly, one of the things that gets you most hyped about any player is the player
jersey.
number.
Oh, the number, yeah.
The number and the jersey. So they've done a reveal of the like, I might have sent you the wrong one here, but...
Oh, classic Julian.
Classic Julian sending the wrong one. I'll chuck it in there now. I've got the other one right here.
It's still as you said, as you introduced this, simplifying it. Like that'd go nuts. Like all you want to do is show off that you bloody got him, and you've just shown his new jersey or Guernsey. Yeah,
exactly. Here is the one. I think this might have actually been from one of the staff members. It's just there under September 3.
Hey, fun
rather
fact.
Than.
Sorry.
Yeah, go.
Fun fact before you go into that. I've got this overlay. So Manchester United, stop downloading free YouTube overlays.
There you go. The VHS thing that apparently only you in Manchester United.
I mean, it's just interesting how different sides of the world you type in the same YouTube thing and download the same thing. Anyway.
Cool. So this one's actually from their, I think their global head of social media or something like that, Nick. And just a really simple piece, like the heat press of the number on the back of the Guernsey. Like, I don't know. It's simple, but it just works. It's like...
It's all you need.
It's all you need. Yeah, when the player itself is that high interest, I think the rule should be like, let's not overcomplicate what we do. Let's let the hype, the emotion, the whatever it is of the situation take over.
Yeah.
And that's what they've done. And they've done it really well. And as another thing, I think Ronaldo's Guernseys, since they went on sale for like 12 hours or something, they've made £60 million.
Good God. This is a real good example of just the old thing of like showing what you see. So like on a day-to-day basis, just showing examples of what you see, and that's the press. I mean, the jersey and the press, whatever it's called. But yeah, you don't need to create anything too fantastic.
No. But yeah, that's what I thought. Like, I feel like, yeah, it's so easy just to go above and beyond for some things, and just really don't need to.
Exactly. It's a good lesson for all of us. Like, don't try too hard.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah. All right.
Stop trying.
Well, it's true though. Like if sometimes you want to achieve what you want to achieve doesn't need to be overthought. Just do the basics.
No.
All right. Cool. That's good. Should we continue the run sheet that we're not following, and I'll go next.
The run sheet that we're not following. Yeah, go on.
All right, why not? So during the week, back to the AFL world. Just an interesting, I don't know if you saw this, just an interesting sort of perspective of an athlete doing something else but his job. And we see it a bit like Matisse Thybulle vlogging the Olympics, but Nick Haynes, GWS Giants player, I've seen him someone refer to this before, but he does a bit of video editing and videography. So he's made a post during the week where he basically put together a bit of a documentary.
Okay.
From the journey of them, the Giants, from the beginning of the 2019 grand final. And we can put it in the background if we want. But it's sort of an interesting one of like, do you think people... This is always going to happen. It's not correct in any matter, but do you think people would sort of look at someone like this and just the old thing of just focus on footy? Like especially if he's at training. I'm just trying to think realistically.
Yeah.
He's at training, filming stuff or whatever. I just think it's an interesting dynamic. Like I think it's great, and I think if anything, it would help his footy. But at the same time, it's interesting what the other side of it, I guess. But
yeah. I don't know. I'm of the same opinion of you. As I'd love players doing shit like this because again, it just shows that they are human and they've got interests outside of what they do and they've got an escape. And it's the old Darcy Vesio thing of you're better on the field when you have something off the field to keep you going. So
I don't know. I agree. I'm not by any means saying it's bad. I just think realistically, like it is interesting. I mean, a lot of this just looks like video editing, so it's probably just in his own time. He's not filming stuff ahead of footy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just an interesting dynamic. I love it personally, and I think to your point, we've heard during the week, who was it? Some other player saying that a key to their form or whatever has been studying. So it's not always just like being creative. It's something on the side. So just wanted to bring that to our attention. I think it's pretty damn cool. I think you get a perspective from... Oh, there were some shots here where he's clearly taken it, but just something that I thought would be worth showing.
Rate it highly.
Good on you,
I think players should do more of this shit.
Yeah.
On you, Nick.
Agreed. Hoagies, baby.
All right. Okay, so the other side of this, and it kind of ties into what we were talking about with Brisbane earlier before, is that fans just make a game like fucking incredible, don't they?
They
do. And we can try and recreate like fan content. We can try and emulate the feeling of being at a ground or whatever it is through the content we produce. But sometimes nothing gives you more FOMO than actually seeing what you're missing out on.
No.
And this is from Virginia Tech, the Hoagies. They've got their famous Enter Sandman entrance song that, it's gone viral before. Against North Carolina, 65,000 people in the stands. Just enjoy this.
College football is really back when a jam-packed Lane Stadium song to enter Sandman.
It's got to be the best intro song ever.
Yeah, it's unreal. Just look at that, man. It's a sea of people. And we're going to go back to that in a second.
It's almost like better than the game. Imagine having an imagine having an absolute shit game after this.
Well, the game itself was actually quite good because I think North Carolina were the favourites, and then Virginia Tech just came out and blasted them. It's just so cool, man. Like, it just makes you miss crowds and like the excitement of it all, doesn't it? I know this is college, and I know that like that means it's typically got a younger demographic, but there are older people in the audience, and it's not typically content. But what are your thoughts on like this approach to Australian sport? Like, do you think this would ever happen in an Australian sport,
like the older
sporting arena,
older demographic of music? Well,
yeah,
it's sort of like Port Adelaide. Like, what's their intro song? It's sort of like that's
Never Tear Us Apart.
Yeah, like I love that. Sorry, who's the team that did this?
Virginia Tech.
Yeah, I love that they stick to this, even though you could so easily fall into the typical hip hop scene. As to would it work in Australia? Like, I think Port Adelaide is an example. Yeah, but I think it's just about creating like it's almost like I think of like the WWE entrance. Like if you know that is Virginia Tech, then it's going to work. But there's have to be a period of, I don't know, making it part of their identity. So I think that's a big part of it. What do you think?
I would love to see it, but I think the hard thing with Australia in particular, and it comes down to people go to the footy with their families just to like sit and chat and watch, and we don't have anything like college based where this would work, or like university based. It's not like we've got a huge university like football or soccer or anything like that. Like maybe for rugby or something like that. But I don't know. I would love to see it. I think I'd be more excited when I go to the States to do something like that than to go to an actual NFL game. Yeah,
it's interesting. Like, you see this perspective, how bloody cool is that? But show an angle of a family with young kids, a mother and father sitting with young kids, and they can't hear anything, and there's people surrounded by them. Like, I don't know. It's not going to be for everyone.
It's not going to be for everyone. But you also got to remember, this is a minute and a half of everything that happens, right? That's only a minute and a half that even if you are with your family, you're inconvenienced. Sorry, we're getting a bit off topic here, but like, I just think it's cool. And I think like, again, not really a massive point here, but like just enjoying content from countries where fans are back to normal. But does signal the start of the college football season, Michael, so we should keep an eye out on for one more episode that we have.
We should, Jules. But we
should.
I think early on in our history, if you will, we said college was... I think one of us even made a comment that college content was better than normal. Like they go hard over there in the content college scene. So,
they do.
So it is good.
Yep. The next one we can skip over. It's the same thing. Texas A&M just getting really hyped about like an upcoming soccer game. I think it was.
No, that's where your mystery link's gone.
Oh, that's where my mystery link's gone. Okay. We'll go to the AFL tweet. This is just fucking really clever. Have you seen this?
Yeah, I saw it because you tweeted on it.
Yeah. So if you could expand the first tweet. So it's a picture of Zach Tui from the Geelong Football Club, and it's just got his stats. It's like 12 disposals at halftime or something like that. But what's the brilliance of it is the caption that the AFL have given it, which is, how many Brownlows has he won? As in a link to a famous TV ad that's running right now where the NAB mini legends. and it just went over absolutely everyone's head. But instead of shying away from it, they owned the fact that they knew they were right and put a little stick figure drawing with like an arrow going over someone's head saying joke.
It's great. It's great. And we need more of that. Like if you do so often, as we've seen in this first comment, actually, people are on you that what the hell was your tweet about? The first comment is, wait, what? Have you got the work experience kid? I don't know how many times that's going to be used, by the way. The intern, the work experience kid. But if you've actually just made a clever joke that people haven't gotten, absolutely front up and put it in their face because it adds to it.
And it's not like it's... If you've been watching the footy nonstop like people would have been, there's 3 ads that you've seen nonstop. Yeah. There's the NAB Mini Legends, the Google ad, which breaks my heart every time I see it, and like one for Jameson whiskey or something. There's like 3 ads that they're running,
and it's harmless as well. Like doing this stuff is harmless. So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, cool. That's my content for the week.
Bit of a boss.
That's it.
Bit of a boss.
Little boss.
All right, so we've got a bit of a boss. We'll get on to egg of the week. Eggs. Love eggs.
I actually had eggs for lunch.
How were they?
Good. I did that thing, where you rip out the center of the bread and you crack the egg in and fry it.
Okay. Oh, fancy Julian. Coburg Julian. All right.
Coburg.
I've got a couple of eggs. I heard on the down low you don't have any. That's good. It's good from you.
No, I don't this week, actually. Sorry.
All right, let me introduce you to the MJ segment of Egg of the Week. Unintentional, but 2 Michael Jordan-related eggs. First one, Jules. You want to buy a pair of used Michael Jordan underwear?
Underwear?
You want to buy this? And the caption on the photo is a pair of Michael Jordan's used underwear, which shows definite use. They've highlighted. What does that mean?
Oh, that's nasty.
He's set to hit the auction block with a starting bid of $500. So I don't know. There's nothing to say there. But who the hell would buy that? And the answer is there would be plenty of people.
Imagine if it wasn't even like the Michael Jordan's underwear, just like a Michael Jordan's.
Well, they haven't specified, have they?
Nah. Oh God, that's fucked.
First quick one, it is. And secondly, speaking of Michael Jordan, in the AFL and Australian landscape, can we stop referring to Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls? So this is something I think you've noticed too, but this is a Fox Footy tweet. They're referring to the AFL Finals series. It's exciting, we get that. But we don't need to relate it to the Chicago Bulls, the NBA, and Michael Jordan. So they've gone with an article link. I haven't read the article, but I assume it's hyping the Melbourne Demons, who, to their credit, are going very well this season and probably premiership favourites in people's eyes. But this is their tweet. Remember when Michael Jordan said you're going to have to go through Chicago? Well, if you're going to win the premiership this year, you're going to have to go through Melbourne. No, the Melbourne haven't done anything for the last however long.
60 years.
Centuries. No, not centuries. And I don't know.
Millennium.
They're just seeking for clicks, surely.
Yeah, Fox Footy clickbait, mate.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the tweet.
That's the tweet. It's just stupid. Anyway, 2 MJ eggs there. So that's what I got.
All right. Well, I haven't got any eggs, apart from you just blatantly ignoring my run sheet.
Yeah.
But we will go boss of the week, and I know this is going to piss you off, but I think this is brilliant. Hit the link, buddy.
It's just another Lil Nas. We had Lil Nas last week. Remember?
Yeah, we had you had him as an egg, but I've got him as a boss. So background to it. Hold on a sec. My Amazon delivery's here.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry about that. If you're you caught me just halfway through a sentence and then running. That'll make a good promo for this week. Anyway, so my boss of the week, Barks, and this is going to annoy you, is Lil Nas X. Now, so last week you egged him for you're tweaking shit with Tony Hawk.
Mm. Well, it's more of an egg on the Twitter and Instagram community because he just put a harmless comment. But anyway, go on.
Okay, so he's now turned that round and said he's made some content with Tony Hawk, and it's actually quite good. So just give it a watch.
Okay. Oh, starting. Hang on, refresh it.
I'm Lil Nas X, and today I want to be doing some airs, maybe a McTwist. Let's go.
Let's go.
What?
And that's how you skateboard.
Tweakin.
Hey,
That's
Lil
pretty
Nas
funny.
X, and
So, do you reckon? Oh, a side note of it. I mean, this is just fun content. There's nothing. I think it speaks to what you were saying earlier with that first example with the Bishop school, where just making the most of the situation, reacting quickly. So this is really cool. But do you think Tony Hawk might be the most referenced athlete this season in our show?
Well,
I reckon we've spoken about him every week.
What else are we? Refresh my memory. I don't remember. What else are we talking?
Whenever, like, video games, Gnarly, the...
Oh, yeah, true. There's got a skateboarding culture. Yeah, Jules, the skateboard. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Gnarly,
man. No, it's good. Is it Lil Nas? I said Lil Nas.
Little Nas? I don't know. We'll have to ask...
We'll have to ask him.
Yeah, ask him. Call him up.
No,
you got his number?
No, I don't.
Is it pronounced Sarah, I believe? Sarah?
Sarah.
Sarah?
No, that's pretty good. Yeah, quick content. That's what we're about.
Yeah.
Mocking yourself as well, in a way.
I've got another small one, but doesn't need a link. Actually, you go first. I just want to get the name right when I'm doing this.
Okay.
So you go first.
My boss is Chloe Dalton, actually, and have you... Well, her female athlete project, which I think is a company or a brand she started a fair while back. But they're doing a lot of great things, basically just powering women in sport, bringing a lot of exposure to it, which is excellent. But one thing they did during the week was everyone would have saw that the Paralympics or the Paralympians don't get anything if they win. Like, they don't get any money. Now they do. But during the week, basically the female athlete project, where I'm going with this is where I first saw it. They made a post about Paralympians getting $0 if they win a medal, which doesn't make sense. That's not fair. So they set up a GoFundMe page and basically raised. I haven't seen what they raised, but they raised a fair bit of money. And then I'm not going to say it was because of them, but they probably would have helped. ScoMo announced days later that they'd match what Olympians get paid. So nice little boss there. I think they're doing great things over there. And I just wanted to bring attention to it because I think it's pretty cool what they've built over there. Go check out their Instagram. I think it's just Female Athlete Project. Yeah. But yeah, good little boss.
That is a very good boss. And like, I think the other thing we can say is the Paralympics has brought... I've been watching a lot more this week, and it's brought me such joy this week watching it. I mean, Australians are dominating, which also helps, but why wouldn't they get what Australian athletes get? Like, it's just stupid. Yeah. And I don't know. But yeah, good on you, Chloe.
Chloe.
One last one. Sorry, it changed what boss, but I just remember this one. I just chucked the link in. Into the spreadsheet. It's the new Collingwood coach, and one of his questions from Oh no, sorry, this is the one I wanted. I changed again.
Are you alright?
I'm not alright. I'm having a stroke. How good is this graphic? This is a graphic from a country football team announcing a new social media, a new senior coach on social media. And for those listening at home, it's this picture of a guy who's being clipped out really badly. He's clearly shaking hands with someone in the photo and they've just cut the other person out. They've whacked it on this yellow and green background where the green makes like a mountain shape, and just used some like, I don't even know, like some weird ass font up the top. But what makes it even the best thing ever is the guy's wearing thongs in his picture.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, it's
like, why would you put his whole body in there? Why wouldn't you just use the head?
They probably just own it. They probably didn't realize. So he's shaking your floating hand with thongs on. Elite graphics.
Elite graphics.
Well done.
Boss.
And it probably got far more attention than it would have if they actually tried to put something good together.
But yeah.
That's pretty funny. King Lake Lakers.
King Lake.
All right.
Well, do you want me to outro since I'm on outro, or do you want to take it over because you've thrown off caution to the run sheet?
You develop an accent in a sentence.
Throw it off.
You can do
Throw
it.
it off.
You can do it, Jules.
All right. Friends and enemies, that's the end of a big episode 29. Just as a reminder, this is our second last episode for this season, and we do have a mailbag episode coming up next week. Now, we've got to have a tough conversation here because the questions that we've got so far have been shit.
It's
Daniel Geese, if you're listening, no one wants to know whether I like banana bread or not. And the answer is yes.
Hang on, let's not dive into the questions.
But that's the only ones we've got.
We didn't need to expose that. All right, full transparency. That's about one of three. We need your questions, guys. Otherwise, we might just can episode 30.
And here's what you can ask us about. Anything.
Fucking well done. But seriously, if you'd like to know, I don't know, how long Jules' hair is going to grow his hair out, maybe that's one. No, but ask us about our lives. Get to know what's next for the show. What? I don't know. Just think of something.
If there's that, or if there's a bit of content that you've seen that you want us to talk about, we'll do that. If you want to know what we think our trends are for 2022 are going to be, we'll talk about that. Anything. Except fucking food-related questions, guys. Come on. We're people too.
It's a real cry for help to end this. We have feelings.
No, we have feelings. Nah.
It's fair enough. Get your shit together.
Yeah. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed
Change of tone.
I hope you enjoyed all the content this week. As always, we love bringing the show to you. You can catch a new episode every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. on Spotify and Apple. And also full episodes with all the examples on YouTube and the lovely content spreadsheet updated weekly so you can click in and have a look at what we're talking about. Barks, happy Father's Day. I just wanted to drop that on you. Have you announced it yet?
Can you hear Brad? That's my only son.
Yeah, there's your son. There's your son.
And you've got Bernie, so happy animals Father's Day.
Yeah, Bernie's finally gone to sleep, thank fuck. I had a nightmare this morning.
Good night. All right, thanks, guys. Let's wrap it up there. Have a great Father's Day, everyone, and we'll see you next week.
Be kind to each other.